What if the rain just doesn't show up? For a country where 50% of farmland still depends on the sky. That question is not hypothetical. It's the 2026 forecast. Here's where things stand. The IMD has already flagged the 2026 monsoon at just 92% of the long period average. And yes, that officially puts it in below normal territory. Then throw El Niño into the mix. Think of El Niño as the ocean running a low-grade fever. It sounds mild, but it scrambles rainfall patterns across all of Asia. So you've got a below normal forecast sitting on top of a weather wildcard, and suddenly this isn't just a meteorology problem. If you're selling two-wheelers in rural Maharashtra, or FMCG products in UP's hinterlands, or agri-inputs literally anywhere, your customer spending power just took a hit before the Kharif season even begins. Now here's the government's play. For nearly a decade, India has been pushing hard into micro-irrigation. Drip and sprinkler systems that put water directly at the plant root instead of just flooding entire fields old-school style. The flagship program is the PDMC, per drop more crop. And by March 2025, it had covered 96.97 lakh hectares. To put that in perspective, that's roughly the size of Portugal, just in drip and sprinkler coverage. Between FY16 and December 2024, the government released 21,968 crore rupees. Call it nearly 22,000 crore rupees, to states to actually build this out. That is not a pilot. That is a full-scale national bet. And backing it up, NABARD, the National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, runs a dedicated micro-irrigation fund. Think of NABARD as the wholesale lender here. It funds state governments, who then push subsidized loans and equipment down to farmers on the ground. That fund approved 4,709 crore rupees in loans, with 3,640 crore rupees already out the door as of 2024. So the money is real, the scale is real, and the urgency with a shaky monsoon on the horizon is very real. But, and this is the part that actually matters, is it working? And working for whom? Because spending 22,000 crore rupees on a problem and actually solving it are two very different things. In the next segment, we get into exactly why the rollout has stalled and who's been left behind. But here's where it gets interesting, because this story isn't playing out the same way across India. Not even close. Same country, same scheme, wildly different outcomes. Pull up the data comparison on your screen and look at this. Gujarat holds 13.02% of national drip and sprinkler coverage. That's 10.87 lakh hectares. Punjab, 0.18%, just 15,173 hectares. That gap isn't an accident. Gujarat didn't just throw subsidies at farmers and hope for the best. They built the whole ecosystem around it. Priority electricity connections for drip-equipped farms, loan facilitation desks, after-sales service networks. Punjab, on the other hand, is paddy country. Flood irrigation is baked into the culture, the infrastructure, the crop itself. Drip systems just don't work for rice the way they work for grapes or pomegranates. So who actually wins here? Farmers in water-stressed, semi-arid states. Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka. Growing horticulture crops. Drip irrigation improves water use efficiency by 30 to 60% compared to flood irrigation. For export-oriented growers supplying global buyers, that means more consistent quality and a genuine competitive edge. Agri-equipment manufacturers win too. The 4,700 crore rupees NABARD fund is essentially a government-backed demand pipeline. Multi-year tailwind if you're in that space. But here's the uncomfortable part. 86% of India's farmers are small and marginal, under 2 hectares. After subsidies, installation still costs around 1 lakh rupees per hectare. On a fragmented half-hectare plot, the math just doesn't work. This isn't a technology problem. It's a structural economics problem. The scheme was quietly designed for medium to large farmers growing high-value crops, not the smallholder growing staples to survive. And that distinction matters enormously for what comes next. But here is the twist. And honestly, it is the most important thing to understand about this entire micro-irrigation story. Because the numbers are not telling you what you think they are. Economists call it the Jevons paradox. Back in the 1800s, William Stanley Jevons noticed something strange. More fuel-efficient steam engines actually burned more coal, not less. Why? Because efficiency made coal cheaper to use. So everyone just used more of it. Sound familiar? Think about it this way. You get a fuel-efficient car, but petrol is completely free. Do you drive less? Absolutely not. You drive twice as much. The savings per kilometer just mean longer road trips. That is exactly what is happening with drip irrigation in India. Yes, drip systems use 30 to 60% less water per plant. That part is real. But when electricity for pumping is heavily subsidized or outright free, which it is in states like Punjab and parts of Maharashtra, there is zero price signal telling farmers to stop. So what do? They expand their irrigated area. They add more crop cycles. They switch to thirstier crops because now they actually can. And this is where the trend line on our chart gets uncomfortable. Total water consumption goes up, even as per-plant efficiency improves. The 96 lakh hectares already under micro-irrigation does deliver something real. Analysts estimate it could shave food inflation by 50 to 100 basis points in a bad drought year. That matters. But it is not the same as actually saving water at the aquifer level where it counts. The missing link is water pricing. Right now, India is handing out better umbrellas while simultaneously blocking the drains. Until water carries a real cost, or the electricity used to pump it does, every efficiency gain will just get absorbed by expanded usage. For your business lens, agri-input, equipment, and rural consumption sectors will see solid, government-backed demand well through 2026. But the deeper structural fix, pricing water honestly, remains politically untouchable. And until that changes, India is not solving its water crisis. It is just managing it. Follow us for more updates like this. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and X.